What's up to all my Aries? So please make sure to get a book at Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The links will be in the description box below as usual. If you'd like to contact me for personal reading, my email address as well as the prices are in the description box below. I just wiped this table. Table got all type of smudges on it. I gotta clean it again. I'm a Virgo, you know what I'm saying? I like my stuff to be clean, you know, everything in its own place. I'm a minimalist, so I don't like to keep things more than I have to. So this is for Aries. All right, let's see what the Aries have got. So you have the Empress, the Knight of Bats, the Emperor, the Empress and the Emperor. Powerful reading. 10 of Ghosts, 8 of Ghosts, the Death card, 2 of Pumpkins, 9 of Bats, the Chariot, the King of Ghosts, the 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Pumpkins, same thing really, Page of Imps, 6 of Pumpkins, the Fool, and last but not least, we have the 2 of Imps. So what I'm seeing here for the Aries is, well, first and foremost, Aries, the major arcana that represents Aries is the Emperor. The Empress is Libra, right? Libra is the Empress in justice. So it's kind of that Libra Aries axis. And it's this, well, the Empress is about you, right? The Empress is you, the Knight of Bats, and the Emperor is about how someone wants to talk to you about this particular offer. Maybe you speak to them, hear them out for a little while. You're not necessarily interested, because the cards I'm getting after that in a hurry is the 10 of Ghosts, right? The 10 of Ghosts and the 8 of Ghosts. 10 of Ghosts, you see a lot of options. You see a lot more options here on the table than this particular person. You also may not necessarily see this person as the best person that's fit for you. You Aries have to learn to be careful about that, though. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we already have too much of that in the dating arena, where people are overestimating their value and they're essentially not really doing themselves a real service. So what I want to advise the Aries to do, from my suggestion, you can do what you want. I'm not held responsible. Whatever it is you do, I'm just giving you a suggestion, is really listen to what it is that they have to say. Take into consideration their character. Really pay attention to this, okay? You don't want to end up hurting yourselves by being so picky to the point where you underestimate somebody, and then the next thing you know, you realize that this person isn't as low value, quote unquote, as you think. You don't want to do that. And then the next thing you know, the 8 of Ghosts, which is the 8 of Cups, you walk away from this thing or this person, this situation, this relationship, this potential long-term relationship that could have benefited you. So really pay attention. If they're full of it, then by all means leave them alone. So the thing is that the Death card, the 2 of Pumpkins and the 9 of Bats is just as I said before. It's the cards warning y'all of that over pickiness, where you want a particular type of individual, but that's not necessarily good enough for some of y'all. Like I said, for you Aries, if this person is really full of it, leave them alone. And this can also mean that the 2 of Pumpkins and the 9 of Bats can also mean that you meet a lot of people and you're hearing them out, but you have a lot of options, right? You have a lot of options. You have a lot of people whom you're getting to know. And you're looking for one particular person, and that's very easy. You know, there's no real need to necessarily get your head so worked up about it. If that aspect applies to you, all it is that you need to do is just get to know these people separately, right? You don't have to talk to them every single day or every single week. And it's easy. Choose the best for you. You know, if you have 9 people who you can call, eliminate 8 of them. And how do you do that? Just by listening to who they are, hanging around them, finding out what's their character. Character's a big one. Remember, on this channel I talk about character all the time, about how character is the most important thing, because character gets you rich. Character not only does it get you rich, but it also gives you social standing. Me specifically, because I have all right character, a lot of people know me in my neighborhood. You know, so on a social level, do I know a lot of people in the neighborhood? Yes. And did I need money in order to do that? No, not necessarily. I didn't. All it is that I needed to do is just talk to people. You know what I mean? And that has nothing to do with finances. It has everything to do with my character. I make it easy for people to talk to me. You know what I mean? Just as I talk to people easily, you know, without being phobic about their orientation or skin tone or any of that crap, because I'm open-minded. You know what I mean? I'm here to learn. You know, I know how to speak a certain amount of Spanish. You know what I mean? I went to I took some classes in college for Spanish, right? One of my electoral classes, right? As well as one of my classes in high school in my 11th grade and senior year, which is 12th grade. I took Spanish in both of those. Yeah, I took Spanish in both of those. So, I mean, I'm cultured in that sense, you know, and open-minded. And it's just as easy as that. If you want to get rid of 9 people, if you want to get rid of so many people and just get to know one, if you have 9 people on the table, just get rid of 8. Process of elimination. The Chariot and the King of Ghosts, right? The Chariot and the King of Ghosts represents how the Chariot is about you're gonna have someone who's going to really speak to you, okay? The King of Ghosts and the 5 of Pumpkins represents how that may not necessarily be good for you either. This person may have come to you a little bit too strongly. What is it? Because the next couple of cards you have is the Page of Imps and the 6 of Pumpkins, which is about you, Aries, right? Wanting to move to a relationship where people can meet you halfway. I understand that, Aries, but what are you not getting in this relationship? I'm just seeing how so many people are approaching you, and you Aries are just kind of curving individuals. If you don't, that's my cat. If you don't want a relationship, that's all you have to say. You know, the world is your oyster. If you don't, you know, you have such thing called freedom of association. You get to pick and choose whom it is that you would want to hang out with, right? That's within your right to do that. But just because you may want some of these things, I would suggest a lot of you Aries to really pay attention to a person's character, and really if they have any kind of plan to be on the up and up. Because the 6 of Pumpkins is about, like, a lot of you Aries want a new relationship where you're getting something in return. You're getting effort. But what I'm trying to say, right, because you have the Fool and the 2 of Imps, which is about once it is that you think that you don't get that, then you're going to immediately leave them. And it's like a lot of you Aries need to understand what to look out for to even be able to know if you're even going to get a fair shake, right? As opposed to getting shortchanged. Some of you Aries have to learn to not just dip out so quickly, because because what I'm seeing here is that a lot of you Aries are just bouncing. You know, wait to see. You know, everybody reveals themselves once they're in close proximity with somebody sooner or later. You don't really have to do all this manipulative action and work in order for you to really do that type of stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you really don't have to do any of that stuff. Where, you know, you just have to sit back and wait. But I'm seeing how a lot of the Aries, in true Aries fashion, choosing to not spend a lot of time really getting to know people. Some of you Aries may want certain people to just cut to the chase. Let's clarify the Fool. Four of coins. King of Cups. The Devil card. To clarify the Fool. You want a relationship that is give and take. Someone to put in blood, sweat, and tears. Effort. Sweat equity. The King of Cups. The King of Cups is about how you're willing to wait for that. You already have the King of Cups in this reading. So the King of Cups came up twice in this reading. So it's about being controlled being controlled and disciplined until you can find someone who shows you that effort. But again, a lot of you Aries have to understand that no one is supposed to show you that effort on the first date, though. You know what I mean? They have to start small. Because if a person tries to come out and say, hey, I want to go ahead and marry you on the first date, are you Aries going to really be like, yeah, let's do it? That's ludicrous, right? So the things that, then you have the Devil, which is about how, you know, you're again, a lot of you Aries are trying to see how much leverage, like how much, like, it's not about blackmail, but it's like naming your price, right? It's about you saying that this is what it is that you want, and kind of ghosting people, right? And kind of going through, you know what I mean, this thing, you know, as fast as possible so that you can get to the right person that's built for you. Let's clarify the Empress. Let's clarify the Empress. The Eight of Swords, Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords. So this is the Eight of Swords, Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords, to clarify the Empress. Yeah, like, this is about how a lot of you Aries are just, you know what I mean? You Aries know what it is that you want. The Knight of Cups. Everybody is showing up trying to put their best foot forward. But the Ace of Swords is about you making sure, or being more diligent to make sure that you find someone who isn't crazy. You know what I mean? Who isn't out of their mind. You know, a lot of you Aries wanting that level of stability, and you know, you Aries are gonna have to understand that that's gonna take some time. You know what I mean? You know, that's gonna take some time. You know, trust me, your love life could be worse. Your love life isn't like mine. You know what I mean? My love life is terrible. You know, that's why it is that I chose to pack it up. But your love life isn't like mine. Whatever it is that people just call me and stuff like this and give readings, and they say that their love life is trash, I'll always go ahead and tell them, listen, your love life could be like mine, trust me. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button. It helps the algorithm. It helps the video to get picked up by the algorithm so I can become more popular. I'm on my way to 1,000 subs. Let's see if I can get there. Peace.